Sarvonmadini.
Sarvonmadini. Sarvonmadini.
Sarvamahankushe.
Sarvamahankushe. Sarvamahankushe.
Sarvonmadini is a state of intoxication which is caused by the deeper concentration. Is it only concentration in mantra? No. Is it only concentration in pujas? No. Whatever job you do, yogaha karmeshu kaushalam. If you are singing a bhajan, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Continue that. Maybe for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour. You will be in the intoxication stage. And the words, they don't matter for you anymore. Only the nada and the ananda from the nada you'll be having. So, for being in the intoxication stage, you don't need to only do pujas or only do japas. Any work, if you are in samsara, when you can take every association without any selection, using your mind, everybody as the messiahs, messengers of God, that is intoxication. To be frank, you forget about Vaikunta, forget about Manidvipa, because my house is Manidvipa. That is why I say, when you are in public, never criticize your wife or husband or your children. You are doing a mistake by yourself and you are misleading the community also. My husband is a hero. My wife is a heroine. My children are gems and pearls. My house is Manidvipa. If you can see everything that you are associated as the abode of Goddess Mother, as the forms of Mother, then you're completely intoxicated by the effect of Sarvonmadini. Next, we come across Sarvamahankusha. The Bijakshara for Sarvamahankusha is Krom. Dram, Dream, Kleem, Bloom, Saha. Krom. Ka is Ahankara, Ra is burning, Om is Pranamam. It is that Ahankaram which makes one not realize the Omkara within, inside, and trying to search outside, doing so many karmas. So, all the while, we have been learning how to make our senses look inside rather than focusing on the world. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Pancha, Tanmatras. The mother says, my child, enough of this learning. Now, it's time for testing. So, there are 2 ways of looking at the meaning. In the tantric meaning, the mudra says, O mother, I surrender to you. In my path of upasana, as directed by you previously in the 5 senses, if I commit any mistake, a mistake means if I am going away from the path described by you, don't hesitate to use your ankusha. And I do understand that your action is only a correction action, not a punishment action. That is why if you see the mudra, previously we learned how to put the Sarvonmadini, right hand, bottom, cross the little finger, hold with the middle fingers, close. Up to this, we have learned. All you have to do is bend your index finger. This bending, does it mean something to you? Surrender. This is the ahankara. This is the I factor, which always points to the world. It never points to yourself. So, mother, I surrender to you. So that you use your ankusa to correct me. It's a great correction, ankusha. So once again, the mudra, cross like this, bend, and it has to be shown like this. So you're accepting, like the mahout corrects the erring elephant. You are the mahout for me. If I'm going in the wrong direction, if you are here, I know that you are everywhere, but sometimes I also know that you play a hide and seek game with me. Vyakta Vyakta Surupaya. You appear here as a form, and I'm going towards you. You will say, I'm formless. When I'm trying to enjoy you as formless, I'm here to bless you. Oh, it's a game for you. So, when I'm going away, the word away doesn't mean anything in spirituality. There's no away where you can go away from her when she is all pervading. But when I'm going away from the path, you put your ankusha. The beauty of Sanskrit is, if you look at the word, ankusha has got kusha. What is kusha? Sacred grass. So, this ankusha is being put on you for giving the purity, the sacredness in you. And also, in Sanskrit, kushala is welfare. So, ankusha is being put on you for your welfare and for your sacredness. When I understand that, there is nothing called pain. There is nothing called problem. I'll be very much alert to look at. That's why a jnani, whenever he or she gets lot of pleasure, joy from the mundane world, they pray, Jagannataka Sutradhari, what you have written for me. Are you playing with me? Putting all this pleasure before me so that I can forget you? Please don't. I'll enjoy. But keep my mind steady on you. That is a prayer. But when pain comes, the alertness is there. Wow, mother is there to correct something in me. What is there in me that is not as per the path? Like in the 5th chapter of Satyanarayana Puja, the Tungadvaja Raja, he rejects the prasada from the cowherds. And the story says, as he goes back, he loses all his 100 children, he loses his kingdom. Did he really lose? Well, I'll say, he gets into a maya under the influence of the correcting mother, where he experiences the pain of losing his own son, not 1 or 2, 100 sons, and the kingdom. Assets, losing of assets. At that time, because he is a jnani, of course influenced by Maya, the basic nature is jnani. He thinks, what mistake I have committed to get into this pain? Like most of us, he doesn't curse, oh, that is the Shakuna. I have seen a lady who lost her husband. That's why I have all this problem. Or I have seen a black cat crossing my path. He doesn't say that. Main problem is putting the responsibility on the world for his own failures. So he inquires within himself, Atma Vimarsha. Then he knows, the cowherds. So when the Mahankusa is put in you, the jnani will be alert to realize mother is testing, correcting. I should pass that test. That is why in Chendi part, first chapter, mother kills lot of asuras. But at one point, it says, even though the head is cut, even though the hands are cut, even though both hands and legs are cut, they are dancing to the tune of mridangas. What made them dance when they lost their limbs or when they are losing their life? It is the jnana, the knowledge which has been put into them in their bodies, and that made them feel happy, even though they are Rakshasas. When that can give that much joy to Rakshasas, is it fair on our part to curse mother or blame mother when we get into some problems? Is it fair on our part to question her, even though I am reciting Lalita Sahasranamam for 11 times a day, why I should get this problem? Never question her. That is why in Tamil song, it says, Idu kottukku ponal jaikadu. You can't file a case against her. And you need to understand, weapon. In our normal term, weapon is to kill the Shatru enemy. But in mother's terminology, ayudhas are to kill the Satrutva, not the Shatru. Ayudhas are to correct the deficiency in us, not to kill us. How can she kill us? When we are her own children or when we are herself.